GOLFUNITY, the most popular golf infotainment podcast in town.
All right, all you cool cats and kittens of the fairways, welcome back to GOLFUNITY for another deep dive. This is your weekly hit of adrenaline-fueled golf insights. And we're about to unpack some seriously spicy takes. We've got jaw-dropping plays, maybe a tear or two from the pros. If you thought golf was just birdies and bogeys, seriously buckle up. We're diving headfirst into the drama, the decisions, the absolute delirium of the links. We've got stuff from all over major sports news, dedicated golf pubs covering the Ryder Cup, LPGA action, some rising stars. You know the drill. Our mission, get you totally up to speed on the biggest news, from those crucial team selections to junior phenoms. And maybe crack a few jokes, because let's be real, golf can be hilarious.
Indeed. And this week, it presents a really fascinating tapestry of the pro golf world. We're looking at strategic team building for a massive international competition, the evolving landscape of player support, which is so important, and even glimpses into that next generation. What's truly striking, I think, is the emotional depth you find across these stories. It really reveals the personal stakes involved, at every single level of the game.
Okay, let's unpack this. Europe just dropped their Ryder Cup team for Bethpage Black, and guess what? They've named the least changed team in history. I mean, seriously, it's practically a rerun of the 2023 squad that just, crushed the U.S. in Rome. Is this genius, or are they just getting a little too comfortable, you think?
Well, what's fascinating here is Captain Luke Donald's clear strategy. It's all about experience. With 11 of the 12 players returning from that Rome victory and heading into an away match at Bethpage Black, no less, he's clearly opting for continuity, for that united front in what's probably going to be a hostile environment.
Right, hostile is probably putting it mildly for Bethpage.
Exactly. And historically, Europe averages about 5 changes per cycle. The previous fewest was 3 changes. And in those instances, that was 1985, 1987, and 2006, Europe actually won each time.
Sure.
Including their first ever win on U.S. soil back in 87.
Yeah.
It suggests a calculated risk.
Okay, so there is some history there. It's not just, sticking with what worked last time.
Right. It's aiming for that cohesion. Donald himself said there is a lot of continuity. But this is a different animal to play away in America. We know how difficult it is.
Okay, so the only change is Rasmus Højgaard for his twin, Nikolai. But who got those wild card golden tickets? We've got Shane Lowry, John Rahm, Sepp Straka, Victor Hovland, Ludwig Åberg, and Matt Fitzpatrick all played in 2023. But here's where it gets really interesting. The snubs. Oh, the drama. We're talking Matt Wallace, who was apparently in tears after its final round at the European Masters, knowing he missed out, and Marco Penge, Harry Hall, these young guns with big stats. Wallace was 12th on the rankings. And remember, he got overlooked in 2018, too, even with 3 wins that year. This guy bleeds Ryder Cup. You've got to feel for him, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's got to be gut-wrenching.
I bet Wallace had a 4 moment straight to his heart when that call didn't come in. Who hasn't felt that miss-the-cut pain,
Well, Donald clearly plumped for proven metal.
Yeah.
Look at Straka. Yeah, he's a debut pick for an away match, which is tough. But he has 2 PGA Tour wins this year, and Donald described him as having a fire in his belly.
Okay, fire in his belly. I like that.
And Åberg, another away debutant. He famously partnered with Hovland for that record 9-7 thrashing of Scheffler and Koepka in Rome. You remember that? Left the world #1 in tears.
Oh, yeah, brutal. You don't forget that.
So expect to see that Hovland-Åberg pairing again. Hovland was, a lion in Rome, as they said. He's expected to continue that. Even Fitzpatrick, who admitted he had a slow start to the season, and his overall Ryder Cup record is 1-7-0.
Oof. Yeah, not great on paper.
Not great. But Donald picked him for his recent tremendous golf and his statistical excellence over the last few months. And then there's Rahm. Okay, 24th on the points list, LEV player, but his Ryder Cup record, 6-3-3. It's formidable.
Right. So it raises that big question, doesn't it? How much does past performance and just knowing the guys outweigh current form, especially going into the Lions Den at Bethpage?
That's the million-dollar question Donald's banking on. Team cohesion versus maybe slightly hotter individual players right now.
Okay, no, flip the coin. Let's talk Team USA. Captain Keegan Bradley. This guy, everyone thought he was a shoo-in to play. Top 12 resume, won the Travelers this year, and he left himself off the team, benched himself. Is this ultimate selfless leadership, or did we just miss out on some epic player-captain drama? What are we doing here, people?
Well, it definitely raises that question about the captaincy itself. What's the true weight of that job? I mean, think about it. No one since Arnold Palmer, way back when, has been a playing captain.
Wow, really? Not since Arnie.
Nope. The Ryder Cup demands just intense focus. You're juggling pairings, course setup, team dynamics, managing personalities. It's a massive job. Bradley himself admitted it hurts not to play, but he emphasized the honor, called it the ultimate job in golf. And a lot of people think this move, while probably painful for him personally, it kind of extinguishes any hint of self-interest.
Okay, so it makes it purely about the team. Takes away any, is he picking himself? Questions.
It allows him to just concentrate solely on leading, which, many see as crucial, especially trying to win away from home. He said, I owe it to these guys to be the best captain.
Okay, I can respect that. So who did get the nod? The U.S. picks. Justin Thomas, Collin Morikawa, Ben Griffin, Cameron Young, Patrick Cantlay, and Sam Burns. They're joining the qualifiers. Scheffler, Edbon, Schauffele, Henley, English, and DeChambeau.
A mix there. Experience and some newer funks.
But was benching himself the right call for the team? Some are debating it, JT and Cantlay, yeah, experience-wise, probably no-brainers for many. Cameron Young, he's a New Yorker, apparently set the Bethpage Black course record as an amateur. That seems like a smart pick.
Yeah, local knowledge can't hurt there.
And Ben Griffin, the guy who quit golf, worked in an office, then came back. That's a cool romantic perspective, as someone put it. And Sam Burns, his putting can be just lights out, legendary almost. But the pressure's on these guys, right? Especially Burns. There's always talk about who pairs well with Scheffler. And Cantlay's, okay, he was 15th in the standings, missed his last 3 major cuts. He's got to prove he's worth that pick after all that Hatgate drama last year, don't you think? That whole thing was weird.
Yeah, Hatgate certainly had a layer of scrutiny. He'll want a strong performance. Look, the U.S. team has 4 rookies. That's a more transitional lineup compared to Europe's, continuity play. And while the captain's role is huge, and Bradley's decision sends a message, ultimately it comes down to who performs under that intense pressure cooker environment.
It's true. It's all about Sunday singles sometimes.
And interestingly, Luke Donald acknowledged Europe faces a formidable opposition. He even called the U.S. team one of the best European teams ever.
Little mind game there.
Maybe a subtle jab, yeah. But the home advantage for the U.S. Bethpage, the tailored course, that incredibly partisan crowd, it'll be a huge factor. This suggests a really different kind of fight is going to unfold compared to Rome.
Can't wait for that. Okay, let's shift gears. Enough Ryder Cup intensity for a minute. Let's talk LPGA brilliance and some junior wonders. First off, big congrats to Miranda Wang. Just grabbed her first LPGA title at the FM Championship. That's awesome. But you know what else is awesome? The stories off the leaderboard sometimes.
Yeah.
Like U.S. women's amateur champ Megan Gahn. She got real about women's golf, said it's been underrated for so long, and how it opens so many doors for young girls, whether they want to go pro, travel, just meet people. That's a serious mic drop for the future of the game, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. And that event she was talking about, the FM Championship, it really seems to stand out for how it treats the players. Megan Kang, she's an FM ambassador from Massachusetts. She said the organizers went above and beyond even her suggestions for player support. They're offering complimentary hotel rooms, a $250 credit for laundry, even BMW courtesy cars for the top 30 players.
Wow, okay. That's proper treatment.
It really is. That level of care, it builds loyalty, it encourages the top talent to come back year after year, and that's just crucial for the tour's growth and, frankly, the players' well-being on the road.
Love to hear that. But here's where it gets really interesting and honestly kind of hilarious. World No. 1. Gino Thitical. Okay. She's won everything. And she says she doesn't think she's that good at golf. She's like, I'm just surprised by everything, surviving here on LPGA. Can you believe that? The world number 1 has imposter syndrome. What hope do the rest of us hackers have if the best thing she's just surviving?
It's incredible, isn't it? Such humility.
That's some controversial self-talk right there. I'm pretty sure my self-talk is more like, please don't shank this into the woods. Please don't shank this. Thitical is on another planet.
It's a fascinating glimpse into the mental side, isn't it? Even at the absolute peak. And then you have Rose Zhang's journey. She didn't win the FM Championship, but she talked about finding something she'd been missing. Momentum. After a season kind of derailed by neck spasms, plus balancing the full LPGA schedule with her Stanford degree.
Yeah, that's a lot to juggle.
Immense pressure, mental and physical.
Yeah.
But she fought through to a tie for 5th. Her perseverance is just. It's a testament to her talent. It shows that long-term perspective you often need in pro sports. She admitted this year was the first time I really hit a hard struggle bus, but feels she's on a really good trajectory now.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Okay, from the top of the LPGA to the future. Gotta shout out Charlie Woods. Tiger's son just made an ace. A hole-in-one on the third hole at TPC Sawgrass during the Junior Players Championship.
Wow.
He flushed it, held the pose classic, and then just gave some high fives. No big fist pump. Talk about cool under pressure.
That's amazing composure for a young player.
He's already got 2 career aces now. Only. 18 more to catch his old man. Is it too soon to start betting on this kid's future, you think?
Uh-huh. Maybe a little early for Vegas odds?
Charlie's reaction was so chill, I almost thought he was bored. Like, oh, another hole-in-one, whatever. The kid is ice cold.
Well, it definitely showcases the incredible talent bubbling up in junior golf. And it actually brings us kind of full circle back to the legends. Ernie Els recently offered a very lighthearted challenge to Tiger about joining the Champions Tour once he hits 50 this December.
Oh, yeah. What'd he say?
Els said, "Beat us again, if you can," and jokingly suggested Tiger could get back in golf shape using a golf cart.
Huh. Love Ernie.
It just provides that broader context, doesn't it? The longevity of careers, the pull of competition, even for icons like Tiger, and just that whole evolving journey of a player in golf. From junior phenom, potentially, all the way to the senior tour.
Wow. Okay. What a deep dive this week. Seriously. So much going on. From Luke Donald's experiences, everything Ryder Cup picks for Europe, and yeah, the emotional fallout for guys like Wallace. 2-2 Keegan Bradley's big captain sacrifice for the U.S. team, the amazing player support at the FM Championship, which we love to see. Not to mention Gino Thidickel's hilarious, or maybe just fascinating, humility, and Charlie Wood's drop in aces. It's just so clear that golf at every single level is packed with passion, strategy, and yeah, pure, unadulterated drama. So what does this all mean for you, the golf fan listening right now? Well, it means the upcoming Ryder Cup at Bethpage Black is going to be an absolute firecracker. Seriously. Big personalities, even bigger stakes, get ready.
And hey, for those of us still dreaming of that perfect swing out there, remember Mega Gann's advice. Make golf whatever you want it to be. And maybe, just maybe, if the world #1 can think she's not that good, we can all cut ourselves a little slack on the course next time we duff one.
Couldn't agree more. Perspective is everything. Right. Okay, before you go chase your own birdies this week, here's a little something provocative for you to mull over. With Europe leaning so hard on continuity and the U.S. captain making this really selfless leadership move, is the Ryder Cup kind of evolving, becoming less about maybe individual heroics, even from a captain potentially playing, and more about the ultimate team dynamic, like sacrificing individual potential for the perceived greater good of the team? What kind of legacy does that build for the sport? Just something to think about. That's all for this edition of GOLFUNITY Week's Golf News. If you loved this deep dive, and why wouldn't you, make sure to ring the bell. Yeah, subscribe so you never miss an episode. And definitely hit us up on social media. Let us know your thoughts on these hot takes. Do you agree with Captain Bradley's decision? Do you think Thidickel is just being way too humble, or is it a strength? We want to know. Until next time, keep those swings smooth and those putts dropping.
Head over to our social media.
Yeah?
Tell us what you think.
Let's hear it.
And give us your predictions for the future of golf.
Until next time.
Keep it in the fairway.
And hit 'em straight.